You have just 20 minutes. Start. Now, so Alhamdulillah, basically what we want to do is want to actually have a section around financial stability. At this section, we want to be knowledgeable. We don't know. But what to achieve is that after this section, what to communicate on how can students actually create what we can. How can students communicate what we can. So and then I will do a very brief what to place, where to just chill without having to these are challenges. To be realistic, imagine like they are organizing parties on campus, they have friends that are attending those parties,
and if you're not going to be growing, something that is not really easy. So how are we going to be able to how we to be able to manage the temptations and all of that and get more connected to Allah. Then number three is how can spirituality our pastor told us about the fact that we have the word power, the superpower. The fact that you're not Muslim, that speaking is anyhow. You need to not know what is exciting. If we are Muslims now, we get to understand that 1, 2, 3, 4 is haram. 1, 2, 3, 4 we can do it. So how can spirituality drive us to becoming God powers? Okay? And how can we use that our spirituality to retain the leadership of God? I believe we are clear with this problem. So these are the problems that we are having. We want to discuss around. And I would want to take numbers for that really like we can talk on any of those aspects. Okay. So can we start the discussion now? Can we start the discussion? And I made a plea while I'm starting that I really want every one of us. Let us stop. Some of us might even be facing it might be a problem we want to identify, maybe a problem we are even facing. We say somebody have an idea about how you understand that.
Number one, that's the soul. Number two, how much is that for? I like there's a part in your body that is only every part of this food. Also, the heart. The heart. When you go to a Quran, you see there about the issue of heart. نفس لوامة نفس أمارة نفس مطمئنة. Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam said, "Oh Allah, do not disgrace me in the day of resurrection." So your heart is very important. You need to take care of your heart. Also, you also need to take care of your faith. Your faith. You learn about faith. The same way you go to universities, you learn about whatever you study. You need to sit down and learn about faith. The companion will say, وَأَنْتِمُنَا رَسُولُ اللَّهِ صَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِ وَسَلَّمَ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ كَمَا يُعَلِّمُنَا بِسُورَةٍ مِنَ الْقُرْآنِ. Taught us La ilaha illallah, the same way taught us verses of our Quran. You need to learn about your faith. Also, you need to practice your faith. You need to practice your faith. Any faith in you that is not practicalized, that is not demonstrated, is not a faith. And lastly, look at your morals. Your morals are very important. You need to balance your morals. Go and read the book. Character. Many books have been written by scholars of Islam about morals. So all these are what we classify under what we call spiritual intelligence. They are just 7 domains. Let us take care of them, look at them. Each of them is enough for us to discuss for a whole year. That just because of the time constraint, because I like it. Go and learn it yourself. Learn about our, learn about alcohol, learn about hearts, learn about faith, learn about how to practice your faith, learn about morals.
Thank you very much for everybody who had the opportunity. Now, action point, but I think we have just about 3 minutes left. Number one, all of us have been able to establish, that's the number one thing that I'm telling you, been able to establish that equality. Like have equality. If one body is now this guy, what is
Just that one, that's why the thing is natural. And that's what you know why? I am very sure that we have about 20 people that are in and those of them just want to action. And everything is all I won a scholarship and an award 2020 when I it's something that people like this or that was my information about how to go check our
I also want to remind us, everything for like, I don't know, especially those studying in Lagos and Southwest. I don't know how reality, like in reality, is the fact that like it's serious. And sometimes the patients are usually the temptations that are like that are always around, they are all like very, very but like you can't be careful. You cannot be careful. Like if you just you cannot be careful. I can remember times whereby me now, for example, I got into look at what this one like that's why I even chose Fabric because nobody will able to come and catch me. They gave me number to press somebody. I go to I follow down number first. Person called me. I don't hear. I called me. But I just wanted to be on my own. Like, let me just be. In front of 2 weeks, I was missing Sharabu. That's when I realized that guy, I'm like, I first design my shit. Still, I was still doing that. I want to be engage at demand in my team. Some of them might be having some good ideas, like people that want to store, I need to know what to do. So at the point in time, I was using it like by the meeting,
It has been a very great workshop, alhamdulillah, and I, without any doubt, believe that we have all learned a lot. So, alhamdulillah, now the time is up. So, may Allah make it a beneficial for us. So, inshallah, still on the agenda, which is cohort. And for that cohort, we have 4 groups, right? Inshallah. We have sciences, we have management, we have engineering, and humanities. Sorry about that. Okay, so for sciences, let me start from management. For management, let's all arrange ourselves here. Let's get seated somewhere around here. For management sciences. Management. For management, let's gather around here. Facilitator is there already. For sciences, sciences should be somewhere here. Yes, sciences should be here. Then for humanities. Let's make our way to this place, please. Humanities. If you are in arts and humanities, please come somewhere around here. Come sit around here. Then for engineering, please let's all be here. First. Let's be fast about that. Management here, humanities here, sciences here, engineering here. Please, let's save our time. Let's save our time, please. Management. Humanities. Engineering. So the high I must say engineers. Humanities, science, engineering. Let's move our chairs gently and join our people. Sciences, okay. Sciences. I think we have a perspective online.
Yeah, you have a projector, sir. Dr. Elipede, please switch on your camera, please. Projector.
So the size is
Yes.
As of one week, Dr. Elipede, kindly do the screen to confirm audio.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
We can't hear you, Dr. Libede.
Hello, me, I can hear you. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hear your audio now.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Doctor,
Hello,
please go ahead.
Yeah. Sorry. How many of us are here, please? I want to know our numbers, please. Yeah. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hold on, doctor. Hold on, doctor.
Hmm. Hmm.
Okay. Doctor,
Hello? Sorry, are we ready? Hello? Hello? Hello?
go ahead. We can hear you, doctor.
Okay, so Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We give thanks to Almighty Allah who has made us Muslim. Can you all hear me? Sorry, if you are in the science area, please raise up your hand.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
So I want to know the people that we are talking to. So if you are in the science cohort, raise up your hand. Let me see your hand. Hello. Can you raise up your hand? Can you raise your hand? Okay, very good, very good. So I think I now know my people, and I think my people know me as well. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Can I share my screen? Can you allow me to share my screen? Dr. Lukamin, can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, fine. And you can see my screen clearly?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Okay, fine. So what we want to talk about this afternoon, sorry, I'm in Europe, and I want to probably I should apologize for not being around in person. I have to attend to an urgent business meeting in Europe, and even now I'm at the lobby waiting for the taxi to take me to the airport. So from here I'll be also in Germany. So I'm in Spain and from Barcelona. I hope you all know Barca, Barcelona. So from Barcelona, I'm going to Berlin for another business meeting. So now let's go to our topic. How do we unlock success in science? And how do we move from achieving success in academics, connecting it to be a leader in the future? Now, this discussion will entail talking about science. What does science mean? And connecting intelligence and science, because it is important to let us to know the relationship between science and intelligence. And apart from that, also the success in science and what are the tools that we can have to excel in science, including the prospects available for scientists. Then we conclude. Now, what is science? Science is, as we know, science is a study. We all know science as a study. So it's a study of the structure and behavior of natural aspect and the social aspect through observing, experimenting, and testing theories with evidence. What do I mean by this French Spanish I've just mentioned? Is that as a scientist or as a science student, it is a system, is a way, is a procedural way of. Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello? It's a procedural way of understanding. Can you hear me?
Go
Hello?
ahead, please. Go ahead.
So it's a procedural way of understanding between natural science and social science to be able to experiment, to be able to observe and test between theory. What do I mean by this? For example, there's a theory that probably young people don't know how to use a smartphone. It could be a theory. But how do we know that that theory is real or it's a fact? We need to bring out evidence. And that is why we call research. We need to talk about research. So that is the base of science. So for science, the major group is the natural and the social science. The natural talks about the laws of nature, talking about what are the forces, circumstances that surround nature. And the social science talks about the human behavior and the social life. So our colleagues in management, in social science, in engineering and others, they are all still under science. And that is why they say science is the father or is the mother of all fields, because there's nothing they can do. They cannot do it without what? Without science. So now for the natural science, we have the physical science and the life science, which the physical entails all our engineering, the physics, chemistry, down to astronomy. Then the life science include biology, zoology, botany, and the rest. Now, the social science include economics, political science, psychology, sociology, and the rest. So indicating that any knowledge we are talking about, you still find them under science. Now, linking intelligence and science, there's no way we can talk about science without intelligence. Now, what is intelligence? Sorry. So what is intelligence? So intelligence is mainly about acquiring skills and knowledge and as well applying them. Now, we could have various intelligence connected to science. It could be a visual intelligence, that is to be able to picture something fastly or smartly, and also intrapersonal intelligence. Apart from that, we also have what is called the interpersonal, that is the smart way of working with people. Then we have the existence, intelligence, and all other kinds of intelligence. What do we mean by this picture or this grammar? It means that as a scientist, you need to acquire your knowledge through all this framework. And apart from studying the knowledge, you need to apply them, exploring all this form. That is, your eyes, your physical part should be intact. Both your inter and intrapersonal life has to be in place, including the ways of reasoning. You need to reason fast and as well to be able to understand nature, to be also be naturalistic, to see how nature occurs, to be able to think and the rest. Now, intelligence has been defined or categorized into various forms or quotients. We have the intellectual quotient or the intelligence quotient. We have the emotional quotient. We have the physical quotient, and we have the spiritual quotient. Now, there are so many definitions or so many categories of intellectual or intelligence quotient. However, we want to fix our talk to this. What do you mean by the intellectual quotient? That is working from our mind. Then the emotional quotient, that is allowing our hearts to liberate what we are doing. Then the physical quotient is navigating our body to be able to solve problem that we are doing. Now, there's an important aspect, which is the spiritual quotient. This talk will focus more on the spiritual quotient, understanding that you cannot excel as a scientist without embroidering your spiritual quotient. So all the physical, emotional, the IQ quotient, all has to be connected to what? To the spiritual part. Now, you can see the spiritual quotient. The spiritual quotient is a very critical and important part that you can see this map, this diagram that tells you your emotional quotient, your intelligence quotient, and your physical quotient. All of them are still under spiritual quotient, telling us that your spiritual quotient that talks about your internal understanding that is guided by peace, both internal and external peace, is very, very important. And all this should be applied to others. Now, the emotional quotient talks about managing ourselves and relating with our people. How do you relate with your colleagues in school? How do you relate with your mentors, your lecturers? And how do you relate even with your studies? So these are things that are very, very important. Then your intelligence quotient talks about how your logical reasoning, how are you reasoning with your both verbal, the arithmetic, and the quantitative understanding of what you are doing. Then lastly, your physical body, being aware and having enough skill to be able to connect to what you are doing. So now, going by the spiritual intelligence, there are many principles of the spiritual intelligence. Number one is that as a Muslim, it is important that you understand what you are doing. You should know yourself, self-awareness. Who am I? What are my limits? What are my expectations as a Muslim? Then two is that spontaneity. You must be spontaneous towards responding to the scripture. What Quran has told us to do. You must be spontaneous to connect to your creator or your Lord. Another one is celebrating diversity. As a Muslim, you are not just with your Muslim brothers. You have to collaborate. You have to network with your friends, your colleagues in schools, all your network. You have to know them. The humility is important. As a Muslim, you have to be humble. Don't say because probably I'm a first class scholar, I have A in my grade, then I have to I don't have to be humble. Humility is part of what? Of faith, as we have been told by the Quran. That also the other thing is what? Independence. As Muslims, you should not be too dependent on people. You should be 5 minutes more. Okay. Okay, no problem. So then you should be compassionate and ability to ask questions. Lastly, it is as a scientist, it is important that you are visionary and you attach what you are doing to value. If there's no value in what you are doing, you are wasting your time. So how do we attain success as a scientist? Number one, you have to know your purpose. What is my purpose as a scientist? People are saying so many things now that àwọn sáyẹ́nsì yẹn wọn kì í ríṣẹ́, àwọn sáyẹ́nsì yẹn wọn kì í wà successful, wọn kì í lówó lọ́wọ́. These are fallacy and they are things that are wrong. They are wrong because we scientists, as Muslims, we have failed to do what we are supposed to do. So you should know your purpose as a scientist because Islam is connected to science. Anything we are using now, I'm in Europe, I'm seeing so many things. Anything that we are seeing in terms of technology or development, you cannot remove Muslims from the origin of all those things. So we should know our purpose. Then two is read.
Doctor, please hold on. We have power outage here. Doctor, please hold on. We have power outage here.
Okay.
Doctor, speak for 1 minute. Let me see audio. Hello, doctor. Can you just speak for 1 minute? I want to test one audio.
Hello. So can you hear me clearly? Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
We can hear you. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Okay, doctor, go ahead.
Okay. Sorry, because I need to catch the next flight to Berlin. So let me quickly round up. So now, the main thing is we are talking about reading. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me?
Please hold on, doctor. Hello. I'm still testing out audio. Hold on, please. Hello. I unplug my system. Oh my God, audio system. Hello.
Yes.
Hello. Hello. I change this line. I change it. Oh. What do I now do? Hello.
Hello, can you hear me
Just
clearly?
try to test audio alternative. Hello. Hello.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Mhm.
Yes, we can hear you.
So permission to go ahead, permission to
Please
continue.
go ahead.
Okay, fine. Okay, so can you see my screen? No, we cannot see my screen.
Sir, you can proceed, sir.
Okay, yes, sir.
Please share your screen again. I like to start from there.
Can I share my screen again?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Okay, can you see my screen now?
Yes, we can.
So how is it showing? Okay, fine.
You can go ahead, sir.
Okay, fine. So as a scientist, as somebody studying science, it is important that we understand what is called inquisitive. You have to be inquisitive. You have to ask
Please
questions.
hold on. Okay, doctor, go ahead.
Okay, fine. So you have to be inquisitive. See, no science course is obsolete, and no science course is not important. Please, any course you are doing, just hold it like this, because those courses are moving mountains and they are changing things globally. So the main thing is you should ask questions. I'm studying botany, I'm studying chemistry, I'm studying biology, medicine, pharmaceutical, anything you are studying, because those things have innovations around them. So you should ask questions. Then also, it's important that it's important for you to be critical. That is to be able to empower yourself to understand the secret. For example, you are doing a research, or you are reading, you are trying to get something from your study, but you are not getting it right. But you have to be what? To be ready to get the secret of what is happening there towards progress, and also having understanding or comprehension of what you are doing. Then what is called attitude. As a scientist, you need to have positive attitude. Attitude in what you are doing, attitude in understanding, in intellectual honesty. That is a strong behavior towards being honest what you are doing. Then also attitude to be open-minded. You have to be open-minded. Don't be too close. Welcome views and welcome what people are telling you. And also ability to be able to understand the cause and effect of what you are doing. Sorry, my speech might be too advanced, but I will try to. I'm trying to make it to turn down to your level. That is, as a scientist, you need to have positive attitude, to be open-minded. Always know the cause and effect of something. Then lastly is what is called dedication. That is the willingness to give a lot of time and energy to something that you are doing. So far, you have understood that that thing is important, my dear brothers, my dear sisters. Please, I'm begging you, with the name of God, put all your energy in it. As I've said, don't let anybody confuse you. Medicine is the best. Chemistry is the worst. Physics is the naughty. Mathematics is the obsolete. Don't listen to all those. Anything you are doing, just hold to it. Because I have been exposed to how those things are making waves and solving problems. Then, what are the tools to excel in sciences? Number one, you need to have the right certification. Every field has their own certifications or their own courses that you can learn to advance in what you are doing. Then also professional courses. Look for other courses that you can learn that are somehow related to your course. So this is how it works. If you see a professional course, ask yourself, how will this course relate to what I am doing? Then from there, you can move ahead. Then you need to develop projects. This might be too advanced for your level, but it's never too advanced. There are so many networks there in your field, in every field. they have the youth aspect, or they have what is called the early career group. So look for it, search on Google, early career group in botany, early career group in chemistry, early career group in mathematics. So join them, and from there you get exposed to what is happening in the real life. I understand that what they are teaching us in university are some of them are obsolete. I will not say all, but join those network. Look for young people in science.
Time of sir.
Really, if you can hand up, please.
Okay. Lastly, to be able to solve problem and find a way to connect yourself to the society. Any subject you are reading, any they teach in school, ask yourself, báwo ni kíní yìí ṣe connect sí àwùjọ? If you're able to do that, you are a great scientist. So lastly, these are prospects in science, computer science, physics, and the rest. Then also, everybody
Okay.
for coming.
Yeah, Dr. Elebede.
Sir.
Yeah, Doctor. Thank you very much. Yeah, sorry, we kind of have some time constraint at the venue, so we need to wrap up.
No problem, sir. No problem.
We really appreciate your time, sir. Sorry that we have to cut short, sir. We're absolutely sorry. Hope you understand with us, because it's kind of like a time booked all. Like we have just 2 hours. We have to book an extra hour, making 3, and we are just 15 minutes to wrap up the time now. Sorry, sir. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khairan. Yes.
Finance.
So much knock out.
Now, basically, we discussed on national stability as an undergraduate, and then after our discussion or after our workshop section, we'll come out with these 5 points or these 5 points which covers what we discussed. So firstly, now can you hear me, please? So firstly is entrepreneurs see opportunity in every situation or problem. Entrepreneurs see opportunity in every situation or problem. Entrepreneurs see opportunity in every situation or problem. If I will ask everyone now, who is the richest person in Africa? Why, wow. I think we're right. I think what is what is doing? What is it doing? It's solving a what? A problem. So one, to become financially stable, you need to solve a problem. To become financially stable, you need to solve a problem. So that's the first thing. The second one is that you have a potential. Everyone has a potential. Then you can build your potential to become a skill. Then from your skill, you will become financially stable. I should repeat that, right? Okay. Everyone has a potential. From your potential, you can build a skill on it.
Then from your skill, you can become financially stable. So some of us some people know how to sew. Some people know how to sew. So from knowing how to sew, you can become financially stable from it. So that is the second thing. Look at just look at what you know how to do. That potential that Allah has given you, then can build on it to fetch you something. So that's the second thing. The third thing is that for you to become financially stable, you must save from every penny you have. From every penny, you must save from it. This means that even when we collect money from our parents, no. So even when we collect money from our parents, you need to save from it. So that's the next thing. Then the next one is what? Spend less. Spend less. Spend less. So we need to prioritize between our needs and wants. Needs are things that you can't do away from. I want this. A phone can become a need for some people. It can become a want. Personally, I have two phones, and having the second phone is a need, not a want. So if it's a want, then you don't really need it. Then you can jump it. So you need to prioritize between needs. So needs are something you can't do away from. So that is that. Then lastly is invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. So those are what we come out as communicate for us. Like
Okay, Jazakallah khairan Jaza. So I'll be calling on the next group. That's the academic scholarship. Please make it very brief. Jazakallah khairan Jaza.
Very brief, very brief. Yeah, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So part of the case is also improvements in the types of scholarship that we have and the base and the classes of scholarship we have. They don't watch that. We have the funded partial scholarship and then the abroad and private scholarship. There are lots of classifications of scholarship that we have, like the individual grades, the foundation grades, and all of that. So the next one is how can you source for a scholarship? One of the things you need to do is you have to register your India University small business scholarship website, like like scholarship hub and all those things that we have. Also have like minds as a grade, join different groups and communities that talk about scholarship opportunities. And also make research online. You have to yourself research about anything that scholarship that we have. So what are the tips on winning scholarship opportunities? The first thing you need to take very seriously is your academic excellence. It's very, very important. I want to repeat it that having a good grade in school is not the key to getting or winning scholarship. The second thing is participating in different extra program activities, contract, leadership rules, and many of performance. But I need to call this. You have to familiarize yourself with your HODs, your lecturers, your department, and teams, and stuff like that. That I recommend you for scholarship. And also, you have the do and don'ts of scholarship here, and we have other things that you should do to share yourself for scholarship. We have this for everywhere, but we will share it after this time out in the group so that everyone of us can have access to all these things. One of the things you do is that make research early and know the requirements of the scholarship that are applying for. Know that are you eligible for it? Also, have other things apart from your academic excellence. You also have to work on some different issues like soft skills that you need to do. Whenever you're applying for scholarship, please be real and don't lie. Say yourself very well, but don't lie. And also to them using AI tools. Why you guys are essay? Because for somebody's essay require you writing an essay, so it's very careful to use AI to protect your course. So you have to be very good by writing that. Other things that we have there, we share with people.
Okay, just talk about that. I'll be calling on to spiritual intelligence, please. And lastly, public speaking, please.
For spiritual intelligence, how we manage spirituality, academic life in school. I have with me 1, 2, 3, 7 points here. The first of them is be spiritually conscious, to know our state of spirituality at every time. As soon as we enter to the university, to check our spirituality. What level am I now? Is it a good one and try to work on that? Number 2 is to check our values. Those who are moving with, so that is the relevant law of ourselves. Because those people with are those that will assist us in climbing up that ladder of spirituality. Number 3 is to keep reviving our demand. Demand is something that increases and reduces. So as I say, it increases with obedience to Allah and it drops with disobedience to Allah. So we always try to check our demand whenever we see that a person and engaging in disobedience. We should try to call ourselves out. And the next one is to seek knowledge. Islamic knowledge is very well, it's not something you can say you know all about. So be a student of knowledge, engage in Islamic knowledge as you are doing classes also at universities. The next one is to set goals for yourself. Set spiritual goals. At this time of the year, at this time of the semester, I want to have achieved this. I want to read this particular number of exams in the day and work on those goals. And the next one is not to run away from certain duties. Let me just say, for example, those communities that will always cause back to the past, that will call us invite us to programs that will enrich us spiritually, we should not run away from them because that will save us. And another thing is on our morals. Morals is the very aspect of our spiritual life, we should work on to. And lastly, we should communicate on it.
Okay, Jazakumullah khairan, Jaza. Public speaking, please. Public speaking.
So talking about public speaking and communication, the answer to public speaking is one that's not been emphasized in general, either in the social gathering or the official or unofficial gathering. And then in the institution, we are just presenting to someone in the market space, we are presenting to presenting to someone in the market space or wherever, either in academics or general place. That's the public speaking is one that you can't emphasize. You always have the need to present somewhere or somehow. And having looking at all these skills or looking at how right now we communicate for public speaking, look at what are those challenges, what are those problems people do face to prepare for public speaking or presentation. And the first one is gathering information. How people, most people don't know which tool are they to use in gathering information. I might use them Snapchat AI or WhatsApp AI or ChatGPT or YouTube or whichever tool that is in that information. Others say that other challenges stage fright. They are both going to have stage fright in presenting. We say because that they are meant to present, they are going out to present, so I like the person at the same time, they are just speaking in a more position. It's not that you don't know what to say, but just looking at the audience, everything you want to see goes on. Another issue is physiological condition. Yes, you might be looking like you are paying on your presentation. It's time for you to present. Your weather just moves on. But the weather condition is easy and to affect your voice in presenting. The last one is impromptu presentation. This one is if you are not taking prior notice about your presentation before it is time. Looking at all these challenges, we also look at what are possible solutions to all these challenges. And the first one we identify is the first point to identify is knowing your audience. If you are giving if you're having a presentation, the first thing you need to know is who are your audience. If you're presenting to someone in secondary school, it's different from if you're presenting to someone in higher institution. It's definitely different from if you're presenting to someone in the workforce. So with all this, I know some of those things you might need to present to academics, when you present to your lecturers, or even if you're in a BCC, you need to do a lecture in Adenusa. I also need to note if you are delivering a lecture at Adenusa, the way you deliver the lecture for a set of branches is different from the way you do that for the area council.
I hope you all know that, right? So the other point is being prepared. If you have a presentation to work on, prepare ahead, get all your materials together. Get all the things you need. If you need your photos, you need to prepare your slide, prepare everything ahead before your presentation. And the third solution is having a demo presentation. So this, you just stand in front of your big mirror, or just send your phone somewhere, your back camera, to have a demo presentation. The first one is amongst the audience, have a friendly face. Look for a friendly face. Yes, looking at the face of the audience could be debates are to be very wicked. So just look for different things amongst your audience. Just to take it to what the first one is, starts with having starting with an icebreaker. To have, you can start with something very nice, something very catchy for your audience. The first one is being good. Next one, approaching effectively. The next one, having a positive mindset ahead of the presentation. Should be going to go a presentation and having a mindset of, can I deliver this? Before you go for a presentation, you have those mindset of things. I'm going to present this, and I can do this effectively. The last one not least is identify your flaws. And second to the last itself is getting feedback from my presentation. Alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So jazakumullah khairan to each and every one of them. So we're moving to the next thing, which is award of excellence, and for that I'm calling one of our fathers and person of engineer Yusuf Majolani.
This stage of the event and want to be with our elders on seats, going to ask our time to work and also thank you for tuning. This session is to give awards to those that have done extremely well. We have two of our brothers that are team class. One of them is online, so he's not a person that are very distinguished brother. Olali Osu is a first student of mechatronics from the Federal University of Technology in Vienna. And inshallah, let's see if it's a beautiful one. It's not easy. He had 4.69 and is hereby being awarded. We also have a couple of brothers too. We have Brother Imola Dimba Femi. He also has. Is presently on 5.54 and 400 level as well as mathematics. So it's actually available online. And we have Usama Kanta from University of Victoria Accounting, 200 level, he has 4.9, so I think that's about the highest. Thank you. During this weather present, Salisu Cousin to come and presentation. So this is a lot of worship. So this is a lot of worship. Yes. Alhamdulillah, this is the award of excellence for our brothers, brother Rashid Adikule, for attaining first class in chemistry, Lagos University. National is 4.75. So we move on to the serial side. Dr. presentation.
First person I have here, diaspora, named Aisha Abenso Adams, from Council at Cairo University, studying medicine, and she had 4.60. Let's say thank you for her. So the next person I have here is Abdul Karim Aisha Motola from Sanctuary University of Education Consulate, studying English education. She had 5.0. Aisha Karim, come out. Aisha Karim. Next person I have here is Olaleye Fatimo Olamide from the University of Lagos, studying economics, 4.57. Thank you. You're not supposed to act. So the next person I have here is Officer Ahmad from University of Lagos, accounting with 4.76. So those of us that have conversant with this program, last year she got the award, so she's still maintaining it. So let's say thank you for her. We give thanks to Almighty Allah for making this program possible for us. Some of us are here last year. We are here today again. It's Alhamdulillah. Let's say Alhamdulillah. So we say the Alhamdulillah to the organizer of this program. We pray Almighty Allah continue to strengthen and continue to provide for the course we are taking the money from. And we pray Almighty Allah continue to stay our life and make it possible for us to witness more of it on the surface of the earth. So all have been said in this program. The lecturers have done justice to the lecture. Then we had the workshop. You can see that this program is an amazing program that is well loaded. Have you seen any organization that will package all the things they are packaging for us today? We have looked at public speaking to the extent of spiritual aspect, they look at our financial aspects. So all these packages are telling us that financial aspect is also inclusive. We should not say because of financial constraint, we will not get to where we are going to. Because I have financial constraint does not mean you cannot have first class. You can be a scholar without any limitation. So they have given us some of those keys. We should not just put it down in our agenda, but we should put them into action. I pray Almighty Allah continue to make it easy for us. It is not easy. The academic environment is very challenging. But if we stood by Allah and we work towards achieving success, definitely get there. So I pray Almighty Allah make it easy for us. Say that for hearing our call and we answer the call. I pray Almighty Allah accept it as an offer further from us. Okay, now, so the next thing on the agenda is closing prayer. And for that, I'll call on Brother Jafar Alifeoba. But before that, I would like to inform us that if you are not on the platform, please get in touch with your communicate with them so that you can be added to the platform. So, Brother Jafar.
Was made this program a success. We ask him to continue to guide us, protect us. We ask him to continue to guide us, protect us, and forgive our sins. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that all our deliberations, all our learnings, all our take homes from this session, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us to implement. We are all going to various destinations. Some people are coming from very far away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us back to our destinations. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا انك انت التواب الرحيم. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة انك انت الوهاب. ربنا هب لنا من ازواجنا وذرياتنا قرة اعين واجعلنا للمتقين اماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار.
سورة العصر بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم العصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك ونشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت ونستغفرك ونتوب إليك سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us all to our respective destinations.
So before to pray, there is a mosque behind this. I want to say, after this bazaar.